Hey beauties, welcome to My Sheer Beauty. I am Britt, your beauty coach, and today I'm going to share with you my personal and professional holy grail makeup products for your wedding day. Are you ready?
Don't tell me that it looks so easy. Do you know?
I love doing makeup for weddings. It's probably, I would say, my niche. I've done so many weddings, I can't even count how many weddings I've done. So I'm actually going to go through my wedding makeup kit that has all of my product in it that I take to every wedding that I do, and I do on every bride, every mother of the bride, every bridesmaid, every maid of honor. Everyone that's in the wedding that I do makeup for is in this kit. So let's start with my top favorite products that I use almost every wedding I do. You ready? Okay, so let's start with skincare, because we all know that skincare is the most important thing when it comes to having a beautiful canvas to put makeup on. Now, I like to keep sensitive skincare products in my makeup kit just in case someone is really sensitive or easily reacts to product. I keep this on hand just in case, because it works with anyone too. You don't have to be sensitive to use sensitive skincare product. I actually have the Rodan & Fields Soothe line, where it comes with a sensitive skin treatment. This right here is like a little serum almost, and it's like a yellow color. So when you apply it, it actually helps to reduce if you have redness or inflammation. It really calms down the skin as you use it. So if my clients have rosacea, or again, any inflammation or anything that causes redness on the face, I will put this on their skin first, and then I will use a really good moisturizer. This one is the Moisture Replenish Cream by the Soothe line. So this comes in the same kit, and the moisturizer is really lightweight. It's not too heavy, but it hydrates really well, which is what you need for skin when you're going to be wearing a full face of makeup for over 5 hours. These two are my go-to products for skincare, and I keep them in my kit. So I do the treatment and then the moisturizer, and I'm on my way. I'm ready to start. So let's talk about primers. So I always have an oil-free primer. I don't like a silicone base. I don't like it to be really slippery or have like that clear, like just silicone-y. If your skin is flawless and super smooth and porcelain, then you can use that kind of base. But if you're not, you need to work with it a little bit. So I keep these two products in my kit. This is a mattifying primer by Pacifica. It's called the Cherry Matte. It's oil-free, it is cruelty-free, and 100% vegan, so this is a great line to have. So this is for all skin types, but it's great, really great for oily skin, skin with large pores, or skin with texture, or if you have acne or acne scarring and there's some texture there. This is really good because it just fills in any uneven surface. It really just minimizes those pores and absorbs the extra oil. And it acts as a double-sided tape, like all primers should. It should be the layer that locks in all the hydration and the moisturizer that we put on the skin already, so that your skin is clean and healthy and hydrated and just protected. And then it keeps the makeup from sinking into your skin and moving around all the time. So it really does act as that double-sided tape, which I love. So the second primer that I always have in my kit is the Hangover by Too Faced. This one is amazing. Again, you can use it for any skin type. So if you're oily, if you're dry, if you're sensitive even. However, it's better for those skin types that are extremely dehydrated. So if you have a wedding and you're going to be outside, this is probably a better option because this will keep you hydrated. It'll lock in that moisture. It has hyaluronic acid and coconut water. So this is going to just let your skin just stay so hydrated under all conditions. Both of these are great. These are my personal go-tos that I use for everybody, and I love them. Now let's talk about foundation. My personal holy grail for foundations on wedding days and for brides and the whole bridal party is Too Faced. This is one of my favorite foundations I've ever used on a client. It's the Born This Way foundation. Just like the Hangover primer, this has coconut water and hyaluronic acid. So this is going to keep your skin hydrated. It has a really nice satin skin-like finish, so it's not going to be too matte, it's not going to be too dewy. It goes great with any skin texture, any skin type. There's a whole range of colors as well. So the one thing that I love about this is it doesn't have SPF, which is exactly what you want for your wedding day. SPF will give flashback and it'll have a weird residue on the camera when you look at your photos. So this is a medium to full coverage. It's really lightweight, so you don't feel like you're wearing a whole ton of makeup. Even if you're using it for full coverage, it's still really light, really easy to wear, and you look really natural as you wear it. Second holy grail product that I have for foundations is Makeup Forever. This is just the Ultra HD, super simple. Again, it's gonna be similar to the Too Faced. It's really lightweight, medium to full coverage, skin-like finish, no SPF, oil-free. The difference is that this has hyaluronic acid and coconut water. So if my client needs that extra hydration, I'll go with this. If they don't, if they seem really fine and their skin is really good, then I'll just grab the Makeup Forever HD. Now, if you don't want a name brand foundation, I have two options for you that you could do that are just as good and still give great quality. This is the Candid Foundation by Revlon. This comes in a little pump just like this. A little bit goes a long way, so this is more full coverage, but it still gives a skin-like finish and no SPF, so this one's really good. And then the Total Control by NYX. I like this because it really is so lightweight. It's really watery, so when you apply it, it literally just drips down because it's so light, but it can give a good coverage. So this one is good for photos as well. It doesn't have SPF, and it's just really simple to use. So just to reiterate, you don't want to have any SPF or any minerals in your foundation for your wedding day. Minerals are a bigger molecule, so when you take photos with flash photography, the minerals add more space on the skin, so there's more oxygen so that you can your skin actually breathe, which is good for your skin. However, in the photos, that means there's too much space, so the flash actually goes through, and then that's how you get the flashback of your makeup. So don't have any minerals in your makeup, and then don't have any SPF, because it kind of does the same thing with SPF. It leaves a white film because of the zinc oxide, so it's going to give that flashback as well. Okay, let's talk about radiance on your wedding day, because almost every bride wants to just look super glowy and radiant and beautiful like an angel on her wedding day. So when she's walking down the aisle, everyone's just like, oh my god, you're glowing and you look stunning. That's the dream, right? So instead of going for a radiant primer, I have a few other options for you that you can do to help control the radiance so that you're not overly glowy and you look sweaty instead of a beautiful glow. Here's some few options for you that I like to keep in my kit and I like to use to control the radiance that I need. If you want that just like glow and radiance all day, I recommend adding a drop of an illuminating liquid or cream. This is by Benefit. This is called High Beam. I've had this guy forever and I love it. I keep it in my kit all the time because you can do so much with this. You can mix it with your foundation so that when you apply it, the foundation itself has a really nice shimmer. Or you can just put it right on top and blend it, and that's how you get that beautiful glow underneath the eyes and on the top of the cheekbones. So there's a lot of ways to use this product specifically. When you are using cream products and then you put powder blush and powder bronzer on top, you tend to, and then you set it with powder, you tend to lose that glow because the powder is masking it. To keep the glow there, you definitely want to use a powder highlight. So you could use powder pigment. So this is a powder pigment. This is a pressed powder in the Highlight by Laura Mercier, and the pigment is the Color Tattoo by Maybelline. So these are my two holy grail highlights that I love to use on my brides, and I will just take a little bit with a brush and I'll apply it just right on top of the cheekbone. I will actually go all the way underneath the eye, sweep it down the bridge of my nose, grab a little bit on my finger, and then add a little tip right there just to make that pop. So this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. And then the High Beam. This is amazing. So if you like that inner glow, you can mix this with your foundation, you can mix it with your primer, mix it with your moisturizer, and have glow all day long. This is actually really pretty on the skin, so you could apply it on the negligee or the shoulders to have a little bit of a beam there. So this is amazing product that I love and keep in my kit. All right, and then my holy grail setting powder is the Airspun setting powder. This is $5. So this guy is so phenomenal because it's just a basic setting powder. It's not mineral, It's just loose setting powder, and I love loose setting powder better than a pressed one because you can control how much you get a little bit more. With the pressed, you're gonna constantly having to put it on, and the more you put on, the more flashback you get, and then you tend to get a white film as well. So to reduce that, I like to use a loose powder. I will take a beauty sponge, dip it into the powder, and then I will actually push it onto my skin in little soft motions. I don't bake with it, I keep it there, and I only use this side, the pointed side, because I want to be really specific with where I put it, and I don't pack it in all over. I do it in certain areas where there's textures, where there's fine lines and wrinkles, where there's larger pores, and then I'll dust the rest all over the face so that the whole face is set, but it's not cakey, it's not heavy, and it doesn't look like plasticky porcelain doll, you know what I mean? All right, let's talk about lipstick. So I personally like to keep a whole bag of lipsticks that I use for all my brides and their bridal party. I don't like to use gloss. When you wear gloss and you're outside and you're standing waiting for the bride to come, or you are the bride and you're walking down the aisle, the wind blows and it gets stuck in your gloss and it's just like a hot mess, and then it smears and it's not cute. So I avoid gloss as much as possible, and I don't have a favorite lipstick brand that I stick with when I do my lips for my brides. I like to keep at least one matte liquid lipstick that is a neutral color that can go with anybody and that can mix with any color. And then I like to keep really pretty rosy tones. Most of my lipsticks are actually from a company called Kiko Milano that I order online, and they're amazing. Their products are really creamy, really rich in color, but they're not overdone. They're just really simple, really nice for everyday bridal looks, you know? So I have those two colors, and then this is a diffused matte lip product by Too Faced. So when you apply it, it's really soft, but it does have good color. It looks really natural. I definitely keep an array of lip liners, because lip liners are the magic product when it comes to lips and wedding days. Because if you put a cream lipstick on, that cream lipstick might smudge or move, but the lip liner will still be there. So always keep a lip liner in multiple colors, multiple shades. And then I have about 4 or 5 different lipsticks that are different ranges of the same tone. So on your wedding day, mascara is and isn't really that important, because I usually will put false lashes on all my brides and all my bridesmaids. False lashes are the best thing to have. My holy grail lash sets are actually by a brand called Kiss. You can see, like, I already ran through them. I have 2 more left, but this is the Kiss brand and it's called Blowout Lash. I absolutely love these lashes. They are so amazing. They're really lightweight, but they look gorgeous. They look like you have lash extensions, and they're just so full and just flirty, but they stay really simple, and the band is really thin, so it looks very natural, just gives a little bit of volume. My #1 go-to lash glue is the Duo Glue in pink. So this pink bottle is actually black glue, and it dries black, not clear. So I always put liner on my clients, no matter what. So those are my lashes, that is my lash glue, and then this is my mascara. So I usually go for a really cheap mascara, $5, $6 if I can. So this is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express. I just recommend getting a really cheap mascara, but one that is waterproof. The reason why I go cheap on my mascaras for wedding days is because the lashes do the work. The lashes are what you're gonna see. So the mascara, all I really need that to do is kind of comb your natural lashes with the false lashes, so it interlocks like this and pushes them together, and that's literally all I need it to do. And then having it waterproof so that when you cry, it's not smearing and running down your face up at the altar, because that's awkward. I like Maybelline ones because they are pretty cheap and they're decent. It's not like they're horrible, it's not like they're the best, so I save my money on that. So my holy grail for brows is actually one product and one product alone. This is by Tarte, the Brow Mousse, and this is the medium brown color. Now the medium brown color I feel is very universal. So if you are extremely dark and you have really dark hairs, you could mix this with a black eyeshadow and create a custom color. If you're medium brown, brunette, or you know, have a slight like ombre effect, but your roots are medium brown or even a chocolate brown or dark brown, this could still work and blend with your brows. I love this product. It is waterproof, it's a mousse, so it's not going to be too much product on, and you can really work it into the brows so it looks really, really natural. So this is my holy grail product that I use on almost every single client. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something, and I hope that you would love to try any of these products. If you want to try the Ronan & Field products, you can definitely click the link below and it takes you straight to the website and has it all ready for you. If you have any questions about Ronan & Fields, you can shoot me a message, find me on Instagram, or send a comment here, and I love to answer any questions that you have. Again, go ahead, follow My Sheer Beauty on Instagram, subscribe to My Sheer Beauty here on YouTube, and I will see you next time.